Hey everyone, welcome to another video at the cabin. It's June 22nd and it is hot, very hot. What is it? It's like 90, 88, yeah. 90 on the way up. So I have a night here and then I have to leave tomorrow to go fish a muskie tournament with old Mr. 50 Sam up there in Rhinelander. Mom's coming up tonight or tomorrow with the boys. They're gonna stay another day or two, go back home. But we brought up the old tractor from back home. It's finally fixed, so now we have a reliable, nice mower up here. And we got the blower for in the winter. Parker's gonna unload it, maybe do a little cutting, but the grass is so dead and dry. Up here it's not too bad, but the whole back is just yellow, burnt, like every lawn up north right now because of the lack of rain. We are gonna check our 2 bear baits we got going now, but probably not today. I think we'll do it tomorrow morning because it's just too hot to get all dressed up and walk out there in the woods. I don't know, I'd like to check them because I want to check the cameras, but I think we'll just do it in the morning and then some other projects and stuff because it's just, like I said, too hot. But we'll see. Hopefully we got some good bear video. I know Tony's bait last time had a bunch of different bear on there. I lost track of how many. A lot of sow, cubs, little bears, but there was some decent ones, so hopefully they stick around. And then we got the swamp bait, which we've never checked. Hopefully it's been hit because that was like a week ago now. Yeah, a week ago today.
About a week.
So it's been sitting there for a week. I imagine it got hit. If not, whatever, we'll just keep up with it and keep baiting it. And then, yeah, right? Let's do it. That's what I like. You guys are making a lot of progress and gaining muscle at the same time. Oh, huh? Do it.
So much
oh, holy muscle, man.
Hold on.
Hold on, he says. It's getting there. It's looking good. We got most of the concrete pounded out of there.
Chill.
We got some of the gravel taken out of there, smooth off over on the other side there with the new tractor. Makes a good steamroller as well, right? Just picturing a beautiful deck right there. It's coming soon. Got a beautiful fire going. We're gonna do some cooking here. Nothing like sitting around a fire when it's 90. Careful. You want me to do it for you, Pete? Just full of juice. No. Oh my. Alright, they gotta be done. Sitting there, just boiling in that bacon grease.
Mmm. That's so good. You can really taste the
bacon?
chipotle.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
The raspberry.
Mm-hmm. This is probably like one of the best burgers I've ever had.
Ever?
Yeah.
In all 10 years of your life?
Almost 10 and a half.
10 and a half. Arr.
What about your...
And we usually can't have a night up north without going and doing some damn fishing, right? It is a beautiful night. This is why you come up to the North Woods for nights like this. It was 90 today and now it's an hour before dark and it's cooled down, perfect temperature. There's no bugs right now. Kids said, can we go fishing? And I can't say no to that. So they're running down. They love fishing here. It's so awesome. It's beautiful. And they catch a lot of fish usually. So we'll see what they get tonight. Any suckers down there today?
Can't tell.
Can't tell?
See.
Let me show you get something. Rock climbing with Crocs on, huh? Little snapper turtle right there.
It's a crayfish.
It looks like it's 600 pounds.
Definitely. Not even a pound.
What?
Watch. Watch how they, when they swim away, they swim backwards.
It's almost there. He made it.
He's on slippery. He's there. And watch him swim away.
Backwards.
Small rock bass.
Wow. Rock bass. Well, the water's rushing twice as hard as it was the Memorial Day weekend. So these little pools they're always fishing in, there's probably fish in there, but the current's moving so hard that they're not catching anything except crayfish. They're obsessed with crayfish right now. Keep catching crayfish. Here's another one. Put it in the live well.
Fish.
Peyton finally caught a fish, the rock bass. Probably like 19-inch rock bass.
More like probably.
So, kind of a strikeout tonight. But it's always fun hiking around on this dam, checking it out, rocks, climbing. Just beautiful. All right, it's early the next morning and you can tell it's gonna be hot today. It's supposed to be like 90 today, tomorrow. So we're gonna quick run out and bait these bear baits before we can't stand it no more. Then we can putz around here. We gotta take a load of garbage to the dump because I finally got a trailer up here I can do that with. And the dump's not open on the weekends. Today's Friday, yeah. So yeah, we got a lot done yesterday. So let's get these bears baited and check these cameras. The swamp bait. We'll see about the swamp. On the way in, I grabbed a new lid. I forgot we had some stashed away in the woods where we were getting wood last year. Peyton found a bunch of these cut-offs the loggers had. But this lid at Tony's bait is all busted up and I'm sick of piecing it together and then it falls apart. And I think the coons can get in there very easily. Just by pushing on one, it might fall over. So it's a nice big, solid, sturdy, heavy lid. The only problem is I gotta carry it in along with all the other stuff. Right where we park here, you can see the raspberries. Of course, they got, you know, a couple months before they're good, but they're everywhere in here. There is a lot of wild raspberries and blackberries out there if you haven't looked. You go out in the woods, they're pretty much everywhere we go. There's more down here. There's a bunch. Bears will be in them too for sure. Of course, it was all gone. We got 2 pails in there, cream, cookies. Can you get the new lid on, Parker? Here's the old lid. It was a really nice one, but too thin, I think, so it ended up cracking and breaking, but careful.
I don't think this one's gonna break anytime soon.
No. So, just cover it. Just spin it. Spin a little more. Alright, that's pretty good. There, and I'll stack them on there too. No coon's gonna push that off, right?
No. Who knows, maybe some of them smaller bears won't be able to.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, you only want the big chungy ones
Chungus?
to do it.
I wonder if Chungus and Scarface are still roaming around.
Probably not.
Oh. Yeah, that looks good. I'll spray her down. We used the other backpack sprayer today with the misting. I like the nozzle better on that one. It sprays it better instead of just a stream. But it's raining dew again, huh? Very citrusy. We're gonna change the batteries on the camera, change the chip, get out of here, get a load of wood like we always said we're gonna do. I gotta keep up on that because we don't have much wood. Peyton's gonna keep spraying, and then we'll get the truck and get the swamp bait done. It's hot, but it's hit, right? That's always good when it's hit right away. I've had it before where it takes 2 weeks, maybe 3, you know. But I like it when they're hit right away. Last year they're all hit right away except for maybe one of them. Took a little bit longer, but the lid's off. I can see it down there. It's been a week, so now I'm very anxious to see what's on that camera, right?
Yeah.
It's always kind of interesting to see that first bear that's in there, or bears. Let's get it in there, spray it down, and get out. All right, we just went through the chip from Tony's bait. Really good bear. And now this is our first time looking at the chip for the swamp bait.
Yes.
It's been hit, it was cleaned out. So this is our first glimpse. You're gonna watch this live, right?
Yeah.
Our reactions to what we're gonna see. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's a little one, maybe it's a cub, but I love the anticipation of checking your camera chips and seeing what's on there, because we don't know. We couldn't wait to put this in the computer and look at it. So here we go. Coons. First visitor is a coon, right?
Yeah.
A thief.
A thief. They even
Maybe
look
he
like,
pushed it off.
no. They even
I
look
don't
like
think.
he's trying. Yeah.
If that's the case, we got to put a big rock on or something. We should probably put a big rock on.
They
it
even look like thieves with their white and black.
Yeah.
They're like they're gray.
Right, that's what they're saying. That the people say that.
Imagine it's just cool.
He's trying so hard to push it off.
He can't. He's circling it.
My God.
But the problem is they learn and they work together as a team. He's probably going to get his buddies now.
There's like 4 of them.
Because at campgrounds and stuff, they open up coolers and
Oh,
Chipmunk.
I thought I saw him inside of it.
Oh, the first
Oh
picture?
my God.
Are you kidding me?
That's insane.
I did not expect that.
Oh,
I did not
that's
expect
400 pounds.
that. The very first bear that walked in.
That's like
400
I don't know if
probably.
it's 4, but
It's close.
that's a big bear.
That's definitely 300.
That's huge.
And there's a squirrel in
Look
the
at all the
back.
mosquitoes all around it.
No,
It's a long bear.
it's long.
That's like
Doesn't look like it has any legs.
Oh.
I mean, that stump is this big around, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like that stump. Look at the size of this, because it's this big. So he's this wide, if not wider.
Yeah.
So here we're at Tony's bait. This bear I've had before quite a few times. He's in there in and out pretty much every day. He's very shaggy looking, so he's we can recognize him right away. This is old Elf. He's looking pretty good. He's got that floppy ear there, but it doesn't look so red and bleeding anymore. Seems to be getting around just fine. I think his hair's coming back on his butt end there, and he's just got that floppy ear he'll probably have forever. Here we go. I got a couple deer here and there once in a while coming through. Then we got our regular family coming in here, eating all of our bait every day, twice a day, doing their usual antics, climbing around, destroying the backstop, while Mom just kind of moseys around and lets them do their thing. But they sure like coming in there. This guy, he sure makes himself at home. He's kicked back there, reclined. He's obviously very, very comfortable. He just looks like a teddy bear there, his ears, and yeah, he's loving it. Then this one, I thought this was the sow and the cubs, but I looked at the videos many times and this is a different bear. It's a very big bear. I think it's a sow. I don't know. Now it looks like a boar, but it's a huge, huge bear, and it does pop in there once in a while. Then we got the coyotes that buzz around there a lot. Here is that sow and cubs, but something definitely spooked her out of there. But she ended up coming back and hanging out again. And well, the cubs fight and play, and she's like, let's get out of here. But they're like, heck no. Even when mom leaves, they just stay there and wrestle and wrestle. It's kind of fun to watch them. They're pretty aggressive. Then this one here is a day picture of a really, really good one, up 250-ish. Then we get another smaller one, the size of like Elf, but definitely not Elf. His ear is fine. Then this is a night picture of that single big one that visits there often. It's definitely not the sow with the cubs. It's by itself. It's really big. It's long. I don't know if this is the same one as the clip before or not, but if not, it's two different big ones in there by itself. Then the last two clips of the camera was this another small one. Pretty small, 120 pounds maybe. And then I got one of this one going, oh, that's definitely not that same one. It's a little bit bigger. I think it's pushing 200, 175. But a lot of bear on that bait. Then we got the swamp bait. That big one is the first bear to come in there. And it's huge. It looks like it has no legs. It's kind of deceiving because that stump is giant. It took a lot of work to get that in there with the wheelbarrow last year. And it barely fit in the wheelbarrow. We had to balance it with a couple guys. So it's deceiving. That bear is a very big bear, and I'm pretty sure it's a boar. His face looks like it's smashed in and dark, and just looks totally different than like those sow and the cubs. And he spent a lot of time in there, and which was good to see. Hopefully he claims that as his bait. And then I thought, here's another big bear, you know, comes in by itself, not quite as big as the other one. But then, just so before you know it, here comes the cubs, and then they spent a lot of time in there. And I'm pretty sure this is the sow and the three cubs that are at Tony's bait. It's probably 3 miles away as a crow flies. And I know I had bears last year visiting both our sites, you know, 3-4 miles. That's nothing for bears to go through the woods a few miles. So I'm pretty sure that's the sow and three cubs. Either that, it's a different sow and three cubs. But you can see how big this stump is here when you can get 4 bear eating out of the same stump at the same time. Then, yeah, granted, they're little cubs, but they're all in there all at once here in this clip right here. So it's a big stump. Then the camera got turned, and all I got is headshots of bears the next 4 or 5 days. This is a sow and at least one cub. It's probably the 3 cubs. This might be a different one. It doesn't look quite as big, but who knows? It's all I get is a headshot. I had to adjust the camera. Then we got this coyote. It's got a really cool coat on him. He's in there a lot, and he's just tearing away at the stump, eating, dripping it. I don't know. He's trying to really get in there, but his coat is really cool. Wouldn't mind getting him someday. Yeah, feels good to sit in the shade. My phone says 90. So it's kind of the last thing you want to do is go walking around the woods, cutting wood, baiting bears. But that's what we did today. We got another load of wood. We baited the 2 bear stands. Parker and I just ran back out because I forgot the chip for the camera. Or the right chip, I guess. The other one didn't work. I don't know what I was doing. So we just got back in. It's hot. It wasn't hit. We were wondering about that. But so yeah, it looks good though. I mean, Tony's bait had the same bears we've been seeing. Quite a few of them. Old Elf looks like he's looking better, right? It's not as red and bleeding now. So yeah. I think he'll be alright. They're tough. They're tough. But very surprised and pleased with the swamp bait, you know? The first bear on there was that really nice one. I mean, you can't ask for a bigger bear here in Wisconsin for sure. It's got to be the 300-pound class somewhere in there. I don't know, maybe we're underestimating it, maybe we're overestimating it. Either way, it's a nice bear. And then, of course, the camera got tilted down so that we could see the heads of other bear and stuff. So there's definitely a sow and 3 cubs, which possibly could be the sow and 3 cubs at Tony's bait, right?
Yeah.
I think that's like, I thought last year we looked 3 or 4 miles maybe as a crow flies from bait to bait. We had last year we had the same bears on the Y and Tony's, so that was over 3 miles. And that's nothing for an animal or a bear or whatever to walk through the woods for 3 miles. So could have been the same ones, but then there was a couple other ones on the swamp too, but the other big one kept coming in. So we'll be back up next weekend's the 4th of July weekend already, and we'll probably bait at least once or twice. Bait when we get here, bait when we leave. So hopefully we'll get a lot more video of some good bear, and hopefully we keep these bear now for the next over 2 months.
Yeah.
But it's hot. It's so hot. So yeah, that's it for this one. I have to take off and head to Rhinelander. Mom's here now, and they're going to stay at least another night. I'm going to drive across state to Rhinelander by Old Muskie Sam there, Mr. 50, and fish a tournament this weekend. He needs a guy, and he was looking for a professional, and I said I'm open that weekend, right? So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.